Ladies and gentlemen, we have on the horn our old friend Henry Phillips. Henry.
What's up, guys?
Hey, how's it going, Henry?
It's going good. It's going good. It's been a while.
Yeah, I know. What have you been up to? I hear you have fucking glasses on.
I actually did a bunch of traveling in the second half of last year. That was pretty good. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll give this thing a shot. And then in January, I started just following up on a bunch of leads to play in clubs and stuff. And I literally didn't hear back from one of them, like not even one. Wow. So I was like, oh yeah, that's why I stopped doing this shit, because, you know,
it wasn't so much your choice.
Humiliating.
It's like, it's like,
it's not.
It's like when you're like, oh, I broke up with my girlfriend. No, how'd you do it? Well, she got all her, like I came home and all her stuff was gone and she changed her phone number.
You just have to wait for the gig to come to you. Apparently trying to get it, it doesn't work, you know, so it's not proactive enough. If you're calling and trying to muscle your way into somebody's comedy club and they don't want you, that's not a good sign. So anyway, maybe at the end of this year, I'm going to be doing some stuff. But
you don't have anything to promote, but there's nothing to promote as of right now.
No, I mean, obviously I always like when people go to my YouTube channel and check out what I'm doing there. I've got new episodes of The Highwayman and Henry's Kitchen always coming out, so that's good.
And that's Patreon?
Yeah,
well, your YouTube,
to
Henlips, right?
Well, yeah, if you go to YouTube, and then there'll be a link. There'll be a link there. Wait, do you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, so somebody called, and I didn't know if that messed it up.
Maybe it's one of those clubs.
Yeah. So yeah, YouTube Henlips, and you can check out Henry's Kitchen on there and whatever else.
Hey, you should get a tattoo of like a chicken with big like Rolling Stones lips on it, like hen lips. Get it?
Yeah, that would be good.
Why does he have to get a tattoo of that though?
Can't that just time. Like be
his logo or something?
You don't have any tattoos, right?
No.
So?
No, I
get one before you die.
I'm one of the few people in my friends group that doesn't have any.
Yeah. Oh, you're still...
Even my wife has a few.
Yeah, she has that one, right? No, I don't know if this is out of line, but she has that one. She has the one on her lower back that says, like, enter here, with an arrow pointing down. Yeah. It says, all are welcome.
I didn't know. I never knew what she meant, like, enter here. Like, what does that mean, enter? And then there's an arrow pointing down. What is that?
Party enter. Hole or something?
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, I guess it's referring to the vagina, but there's an anus first, you know, so it doesn't make sense.
And I don't know how she got it's a special like neon tattoo because it like flashes neon and it says like party hole, right? Like right over the
yeah. I mean, it's the vagina. I could see being a party hole, but you wouldn't want to accidentally do the one in between.
Yeah. Well, so
that would be embarrassing.
You have a new story for us, right? That's what I've heard through the grapevine.
Yeah. It's not a dirty story at all. We already just started dirty, and it's weird to go into a story that doesn't have something after that.
Well, you know what was funny? Can we recount the story that you told me about? Because like your friend Mark Cohen, who is the house MC at the club in Vegas. And
didn't we already say this on the podcast?
No, we said this on we were just talking on the phone when you were talking about the girl, the female comedian who was talking about having like shit in her.
Yeah, Cohen told me about this. Apparently, you know, he's the house MC at the Comedy Cellar in Vegas, and you get all different comics from all over the spectrum. You know, you might get clean comics or, you know, family oriented or, you know, extremely dirty. It's not really a consideration, I guess. It's just, you know, whoever's funny and has an act and has some heat on them or whatever. But so he said that there was this one girl who was kind of a little along the lines of maybe like Sarah Silverman or something, where she was saying like really, really graphic, kind of filthy sex stuff, you know, about, you know, you can come in my asshole or whatever she's saying. And, you know, my pussy and all that. And then I guess, what happened? Oh yeah. So she left. And then the next guy who came up apparently was just sort of a little bit more, maybe, what would you say, mainstream, just kind of like a,
well, he was like alluding to
thinking he's doing like he's doing like a clean set or something like that. But he's just like, and when you're slow dancing and, you got your girl there and, you start getting that kind of tingly thing going on down there in the crotch sort of, in that area. And people are like, well, yeah, your cock, I guess, is what you're talking about. Like, we've already seen somebody talk about coming in their ass. Like, why are you dancing around this?
Getting a
like,
boner.
you get,
not even that big.
Yeah,
of a
you get
deal.
you get that little bit of excitement down in the nether regions, that kind of area down there. So that was just kind of funny to see, like, apparently that guy just went on right after that act. So I love it. I love comedy when it goes awkward or bad.
Yeah, it really is like when somebody sets a tone and then you have to follow, where you're like, well, that's the worst. I mean, I've been in that position too, where you're just like, well, if everybody likes that guy, they're not going to like me.
Yeah.
He's everything the opposite of me.
Yeah.
But
there used to be these shows, since I was always a musical comic, they would do like the music comedy night, but the only thing that we had in common was music. That's the only thing. Other than that, you get people from all over the map, like a puppet show and like ventriloquist or something. And then I'm just up there trying to do my stuff, which was usually dirty. And it's just, it should be more about the style of the comedy as opposed to just throwing people up there,
Yeah.
It's incredible that stand-up comedy has been around for, 50 years or so now. And they still haven't figured that. The clubs haven't figured that out. Well, the problem is that the clubs really just have only existed since the 80s. And in the 80s, I guess people were just like, let's go see comedy. It's all, because I've been recording this other thing where we listen to old comedy albums. And it's funny, like on these compilation albums, like a lot of the stand-up was the same. Like people were basically doing the same bits. Like, have you seen this super absorbent tampons? Or and it's almost like, oh, I guess they just started doing tampon commercials in like the 70s or 80s. And
yeah, like as soon as there's a new technology or whatever, I remember the snooze button was a big one.
Oh yeah.
Like, so if you hit this, that thing where you hit the snooze button and you get that 10 minutes. Oh boy, that's a great 10 minutes, isn't it? And then you hit it again because you need another 10 minutes. It's like 8 comics doing the same bit about the snooze button.
It really is. And then like gay stuff too, where I'm like, oh, I guess like they just started talking about gay people. Cause like I know like up through like the 60s at least, like, like I know Liberace, people weren't like, oh, he's gay. Like he would go on talk shows and they'd be like, why aren't you married yet? He'd be like, I haven't met the right lady yet.
Yeah, that was always great.
But so in the 80s, I think people were like, oh yeah, there's gay. Look, like you could be openly gay for the first time. So then you could talk about it. So all these guys had like, all these comics had jokes about like, oh, gay guys, like.
But kind of mean.
It wasn't. I mean, like listening to them now, you're like, ooh, man, that's fucking brutal. But like, none of them were mean spirit. I mean,
like
Dice,
Eddie Murphy's got stuff where you're like,
Eddie Murphy stuff,
Yeah, take it easy.
But sorry, I didn't mean to sidetrack.
What's your story? What's your story? I love your stories. They're my favorite.
Oh, should I do it? That would be so awful if it turns out to be one I already told on here. But just stop me if it is. But did I ever tell you about? I was. For a long time, I was working at the improv circuit, the Western ones. Like I did the improv in Vegas and the one in Tahoe. Have you been to either of those?
Yes, I've been to the Tahoe one.
Yeah. So the improv in Vegas had a situation where like right where all the foot traffic lets out, there's a Starbucks and it's always completely packed. There's a line of like 50 people and it's ridiculous. And then one time, just for the hell of it, I went up these stairs that are right there. And I went up the stairs and there's another Starbucks right there and there's nobody there. And I'm like, what the hell? So it's just like everybody stops at that first Starbucks and nobody has any idea that there's a completely empty Starbucks up above. So the Tahoe Improv or the what is it, Harvey's Casino. When you go in there, it's similar. You go in the front doors and there's a Starbucks, and they also have stairs. But when you go upstairs, there isn't a Starbucks, but it just looks exactly the same. And I was doing both of them back to back for several months, for years. And I guess I must have just finished the one in Vegas. And so then I I went to Tahoe, and like right after I checked in, I'm standing there at the Starbucks and everybody's checking in. There's a line of like 50 people at the Starbucks, and a lot of them have skis over their shoulders and stuff because they're all like, getting ready to do a big ski trip.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you figure. I assumed they were going to ski. But anyway, so I'm standing there for a while, and you're standing there so long, you start making small talk with these people around you. And they're like, geez, it's a cup of coffee. What is going on? And they got one person there behind the thing. Everybody's just kind of doing that kind of complaining. And all of a sudden I said, yeah, I know. I mean, I'm thinking I might just go to the one upstairs. And a couple of people are like, there's one upstairs? And I go, yeah. What do you mean? Like, they've got 2 Starbucks here? And I go, I know it's weird, but like the one upstairs, like, I mean, there might be a lot of people at that one too, but I mean, it can't be as bad as this, They're like, there's no Starbucks upstairs. There's no Starbucks. And I was like, I thought it was weird too, but like, I just went up there and I was like, wow, there's a Starbucks and there's nobody there. It's like kind of a dream. Just people don't know about it. That's all. And I was like, well, I'm going to go for it. And so then I start going, and then some guy with skis on his shoulders, like, hey, honey, this guy says there's a Starbucks upstairs. You want to just do that? And she's like, well, really? There's 2 Starbucks right next to each other? Yeah, I know. I don't know. And so then he goes, and then a bunch of people heard it.
Oh, no.
So they're all following me. There's like 8 people that are all just losing their place in line. And they're following me, like carrying skis on their shoulders and walking up the stairs. And we get up there. And there's nothing. There's not even like anything, like a Cinnabon or anything. I think it was the Hard Rock Cafe, but it was closed. And I go up there, and there's like 8 people going, what? Oh, you got to be shitting me, man. You're telling me there's no Starbucks? There's no Starbucks. No, he was just, I don't know, he's crazy or something. He's full of shit. So they all just totally lost their place in line. I was like some kind of Pied Piper or something like that.
What'd you do? You're just like,
you just have to like,
shit.
you can't go back.
I was like, wow, I guess I'm wrong. I guess I was thinking of the other place. Sorry. And everybody's like, yeah, thanks. But as usual, that's one of those things where you're like, you feel terrible, like for a second. You're like, God, that was humiliating. But then, like, 20 minutes later, you just start laughing to yourself about it. You're like, that's so ridiculous. I just pulled all these people out of line for something that they didn't even...
They knew wasn't even there. They're like, what?
Yeah, they're like, there's no start. Like, they're probably like, how did I fall for that? That was so stupid. Like,
Well, but it's
I guess I didn't think somebody would be crazy enough to pull a fucking prank like that.
I can just picture it so perfectly of you going up the stairs and there's a bunch of people behind you and you're like, oh, there's nothing here. Oh,
I'm thinking
shit.
of, you know what, guys? I'm thinking of Harvey's.
Oh,
That's
man.
That's where, I mean,
Yeah.
you got to understand, like, because I do this Vegas, Tahoe.
God, you have,
Well, and
so
then you have to see them at the shows,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
Like, 'cause that's the
God.
worst part about having those types of experiences. Because then you're doing a show. Oh, this is that fucking asshole. That's the guy who made us fucking walk.
Did
So it's
that
like
happen?
you're not. Oh yeah, very funny. Oh, I get it. It was all a joke. Is that right? Yeah.
Oh, it was a comedian, honey. That's why he fucking made us miss our ski van to the ski lift.
Yeah.
He's a fucking. He thinks he's a fucking Ashton Kutcher or something over here.
So classic Henry.
That is classic Henry
Yeah.
right there.
Classic.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's an amazing story, and I might have to do this.
I mean, that's totally, you get up the stairs, you turn around, it's empty, and then that music starts playing.
Yeah, no,
So,
absolutely.
Like, did you go back?
That's
do you go
was
back?
that Psycho?
Yeah,
The music for Psycho.
Do you go back down to
The
get
shower
back,
scene.
Do you go back down to get in line with the rest of these people?
No, I think I just went to my room at that point. I was like, I don't want to see any of these people again.
God, it's so funny.
But yeah, that does suck about doing comedy in the hotels is you see those people the whole fucking week.
Yeah.
There was another time when I don't remember exactly what it was, but there was somebody whose dog was in the elevator, and how did this work? Like I was in there and they were outside of the thing, but the dog was still there, but they had him on a leash, and I pushed like door close. So the door starts closing while the dog's inside, and they're like freaking out. What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing? Our dog wasn't out there. But so that was awkward. But then I was like, fuck, now I get to see them at the comedy show. These people are gonna be like, oh, this guy tried to strangle our dog by like, closing the door on him.
I mean, that's a, yeah, you got to make another movie. And if anybody listening,
I would love to see that.
If anybody listening hasn't seen Henry's movies, Punching the Clown,
they're so funny,
and Punching Henry, it's called Punching Henry, right?
Yeah. You came up with the title, I think.
I got a residual check for that, and it has a different title.
And punching the clown. I remember they wanted
well,
it
that
to
was an inside
start with
joke.
an A. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the inside joke part of it was that at the time there was this thing called alpha stacking, where if you call your movie something that is early in the alphabet, like with an A, then you'll come up first. Like when you watch a movie on the plane, you scroll through A through Z.
Yeah.
So all the ones in the beginning have an advantage.
That's why
we thought.
That's how I got it. That's how I got so into anal porn.
Because it was always the first one. You're like,
it just was the first one.
Yeah. It's just the first one. Amateur anal.
Yeah, amateur anal is the first one. Yeah.
And I just never really got past it.
Ass speeds, because I was still looking after that, I guess.
Amateur ass speeds.
But I skipped over anal and I just saw ass beads, and I was like, all right, I'll stop here. This is pretty good.
Little do you know, you're just trapped in that one spot for the rest of your life, because there's not a finite amount of amateur ass videos. They just keep making them, so you never get past it.
You're like,
I didn't have a click on my mouse.
Yeah. Oh, the clicker broke on your mouse?
So I had to stick on the first page every time. So I could only do A's.
My mouse, the scroller broke on my mouse, so I can only click on the top thing of anything.
Yeah. Albanians. I was like, I pretty much had to just look at whatever that was. That's where you develop your fetishes.
Well, Henry, you know what? I wish we could talk to you longer, but we had this like massive technical difficulties, and we have other guests.
Oh, no problem. Yeah. I'm going to go grab some lunch right now.
Oh, so,
you know what'd be a funny trick is tell people there's a better lunch place around the corner from the one you go to.
Yeah, let's just go around the corner and just lead them into an alley with nothing.
The sandwiches are like $1.50 over here, and they're twice as big. I don't know why.
And then just pretend that I have voices in my head talking to me, and you're like, oh man, we followed a freaking crazy guy, but he was just really convincing for some reason. Jeez.
I want to.
So funny.
I mean, I want to go to Tahoe and just make a short film with you with just the dog and the Starbucks story, and then being on stage with everybody going, "Hey!"
Shouting out all the terrible things you did when you were there.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Funny.
It's Enrico Palazzo.
yeah, exactly. Love that kind of shit. All right.
Well, let's have you. We'll give you a week, and you accumulate more stories, and then we'll have you back on.
I'm sure there'll be more
by the end of the month.
All right, sounds good.
All right, see ya.
Glad we made it work.
Love you.
Yeah.
Talk to you soon.
Well, you what?
We love Henry. We love you.
Okay, we love you.
We love you. Bye.
Thanks. Love you guys too.
God, I wish I could see that in a movie.
I mean, it is. They are all.
I mean, I remember seeing the first, punching the clown, and then getting to know you, and you were like, oh, those are all things that actually happened to him.
Check 1 2, check 1 2. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Yo, I got a Coke in my hand. I drink it and it's the man. It tastes good when it touches my lips. I like to take little sips. When I drink Coke, it makes me burp. But I don't care, I go dig some dirt. Brendan says I don't like to rhyme, but I'm rhyming all the time. Go!
I say you don't rhyme and it's true. You walk down the street with one shoe. Only wear one shoe on your foot. That's why you're covered in soot. You're a chimney sweep, and you go up on the roof. And then you go into a booth. Some cocaine out of anus.
Oh yeah.
And now I'm going to Venus. Flying with Jeff Bezos in a spaceship. Gonna fly up and I'm going clip. Gonna clip a star with my bar. And a bar, and I'm going far.
But you're not in a car, you're in a spaceship. Don't you know that you're gonna take a big trip up into the see the stars and the moon? It's not your room. You're gonna go with Pete Davidson. You guys are gonna be really good friends. Do you think Pete Davidson would go on a date with me? Yes or no? Go.
No, he would never go near you. He's with Kim Kardashian. Can I hear you?
Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian. She should change her name to Kim Kardashian. Then she could dab. I was just looking at the Discord, and somebody posted a still of me like picking my itching my nose.
Oh, itching.
Aaron, you need to, before you cut to me, make sure I'm not touching my nose.
Well, keep your fingers out of your goddamn nose for 5
Sometimes
seconds.
it's itchy. I get allergies. I feel like I'm low.
What's low?
Thank
So-
you for calling. Our hours of
Could be Big Nancy.
Okay, I'll try to burp.
I'm so sorry. Thank you for calling. How may I help you?
You don't have to be sorry.
What? Yeah, you don't have
What
to
are
be
you sorry
sorry.
for?
What are you sorry for?
Oh, I just basically dropped the phone. Sorry.
That's okay. We didn't even hear it. It's
Yeah,
all
I
right.
didn't hear it.
That's such a the female urge to apologize. Am I right? Like we don't even have to do that. Don't say sorry.
I know sometimes.
I know. It's
What can I
hard.
help you find today?
Well, our mom, it's her birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to your mom.
Thank you. This is my brother.
Yeah, this is Terry, and it's my sister Susan. And we're going to come in. My mom needs, we wanted to surprise her with some underpants.
Okay.
And,
Well, come on in. We have a good deal going on, so you'll be able to get quite a few.
okay.
You know, she's kind of particular, so maybe I'll just put her on so you can talk to her. She can see what kind of styles you guys
Okay.
have.
Can
Yeah.
you give me one moment? Just give me 1 second, okay?
Sure.
Okay, hurry up.
How do you have them come in?
Are you going to burp?
I'm going to try.
Johnny, come in!
Johnny!
Sneak around.
We're on the
We're on a
phone.
call.
Be careful. Don't get.
Yeah,
don't
try not to destroy
fall
everything.
down.
That's
It's
burrito. dude.
burritos for everybody.
You didn't get any, though. I figured you didn't want one.
I don't want one. I appreciate you asking.
What did you have? A flaxseed blueberry shake?
I had some cereal.
I almost got donuts.
Lucky
I should have.
Sharks or Tricks? Captain Crunch?
Is this the podcast yet?
I guess
Yeah,
it
I
can
guess
be.
we're
We're gonna
recording.
we have
Save it.
an episode that we started. Well, maybe we should just finish this call. Well, we'll start over.
Okay.
We'll start over. But we have an episode that we're Frankensteining together.
Okay.
So every time we have a little bit of time, we'll.
I thought it would take you longer to get here.
What do you
Yeah.
mean?
No
You
time.
said 11:30. I got here right at 11:30.
Yeah.
I know.
But you
But
said
when
you had
you
to
said you
blast
were
out a
walking-
poop and you were gonna walk.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm like, oh well, we have time
That's
to.
close as shit.
It is. It's just
jogged.
a couple blocks away. I drive by your house all the time.
I'm gonna egg your house. If your house ever gets egged, no, it's me.
You know, someone did. I egged people's houses like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they
I
egged
should
my-
stop joking about that
By
because
your house?
one
Yeah,
time
my neighbor's truck got egged.
Chelsea Peretti and Jordan Peele's house got egged, and I still think they think it was me, maybe.
No, why would they think that?
Because I always joke about egging people's houses.
Oh,
But
but
it's
you
such
wouldn't
a-
actually
it's
do
such
it.
a-
And also, there's like an
Teenager
ongoing
thing to
thing
do.
that I found out years after the fact.
Yeah.
That Red Band, when we were in a feud, I
That's
guess
why
you would
talking
call
so
it, his car got
Egged.
egged or key. I think some vandalism
Yeah.
happened to his house and his car. Is that too loud?
Well, it's too loud to talk at the same time, yeah.
Turn the thing down. Whatever. Just
Who are you talking to
why is
on
she
the
putting
phone?
us
We're on
speakerphone?
hold.
For who?
Bra store.
You're probably going to be on hold for a very long time.
Well,
Seriously, you probably are. I mean, when you go on hold this long, that means you're going to be on
It's
hold long.
been exactly. It
Yeah.
get-
I
you
would
like
hang up. I would hang up and,
and then call
use.
back.
you can't come into our Frankenstein podcast and start bossing us around. You're not even on the podcast yet.
I just did. If you want to keep me in the podcast, you better hang up that call.
But on this episode or the one that
The
you're going to
music's
be
good
on?
though.
Wait, I don't get it though. What episode? Oh, so you're getting some coverage.
There were technical
Yes.
You're
difficulties.
getting some B-roll,
Kind of. There were technical difficulties when we did another podcast.
right?
And then so we wound up, whatever.
Hey,
It's a
I
long
get
story.
it, bro.
We have like 20 minutes of a podcast where Henry Phillips tells one of the funniest stories.
Oh, damn,
ever.
that's
It's a
good.
Henry Phillips story, yeah.
So I was, I went outside and I found a cat.
So you look down and there's like a line of people here.
Yeah,
It's so. It's like even from the setup of the story, you know where it's going, and it's just so funny.
Yeah, you know
'Cause
where it's
you
going.
just picture it perfectly. I love
Hello,
it.
miss.
Yeah.
What is it that you're looking for?
Oh, this is for my mom, Big Nancy. Nancy, you're on the line.
Hi, my name's Nancy. How are you today?
Good, good.
I was calling to see if you have underwear that has a lot of coverage in the front.
What size?
Probably maybe extra large or double XL, but just because I don't shave and have a huge bush. So I just need a big pair of underwear that covers up the hair.
Or you could wear them backwards. I don't know if they.
Or sometimes I do wear regular underwear backwards so that the butt part's in the front.
I'm gonna let you rethink your question and just want to make sure that you're being serious before I answer this question because I don't feel like I need to know all of that.
Oh,
So
well,
is
I
this a
just
serious
wanted to
question
give
right
you
now? Is this a serious question right now, or?
Well, I just wanted to give you
Because if you are,
sort
I'm
of
just hung
a...
up on you, bro. Because I don't understand, man. You're gonna waste my time like useless as
That's
people,
my
bro.
mom. That's my mom.
Remember Pizza Rock?
You know what I'm gonna do?
Kill me.
Not directly. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put a
Poison
bomb
me?
collar around your neck.
Dude, like in the Batman.
Was there a bomb collar in Batman?
Oh yeah.
Yes, Dopey, the guy who drove the car through the
DA, yeah.
through the thing. Peter Skarsgård.
Maybe I fell asleep for that part.
You were asleep at one point.
It's shocking that you would fall asleep during the most boring 3-hour movie ever made.
The most boring Batman ever. He's so hot.
Hard disagree on the boring, but okay.
I'm so into Robert Pattinson.
Yeah. Well, he's trans.
He and I would get along really well. I think we would.
Okay, here, do a spoken word about
If
your
he were
sexual.
into fat,
No, hold on,
30-year-olds
hold
with
on.
two
No, none of
kids.
this negativity. No negativity.
not negativity, it's just how it is.
Okay, do like a spoken word.
If there's a way I could reach you, Robert.
No, do a spoken word.
Wait,
like
I can't go out-
poem about
Okay.
what you and Robert Pattinson, what it would be like if you guys got together
It would be good.
romantically. Okay.
It would be good. I would be a wonderful partner. A spoken word? This is like a rap.
Or do a rap if you want.
Okay. Robert Pattinson.
No,
don't
take this off my voice. I want him to hear this. Robert Pattinson, I love you. Robert, just because I have two
Do you want a
kids,
different beat?
please, let's get together, please. I
No,
love you so
I
much.
think we need more of a slow jam.
All these
Is that
free
better?
ones are like have the
Yeah.
spooky beat. Robert,
Oh, this is
I
a good
love
one.
You. Let's be together, baby. You're the Batman. I could be your Catwoman, baby. I love you, Robert Pattinson. would be the best thing in the world.
Come and get her.
I would be the best girlfriend to you. I'd let you go do whatever you wanna do.
She's talking anal.
Anal if you want, I don't care. I would just be there for you.
And you can bring some friends over.
I'll give Beeman full custody of my kids. You won't even have to meet them if you don't want to. I'll forget they exist if I can be with you, baby.
She'll get rid of her kids and let you double team her with one of your friends.
No, I never said anything about double team. But it's true, Robert, I do love you a lot. And I think that you're funny, and I think that you're cute. And I think that I would be perfect for you, because I love you, baby.
And one in the ass and one in the push.
No.
One in the ass
No,
and
stop.
double penetration.
This is my song to him. You're ruining it. You're
Sorry, I'm
tainting
trying
it.
to help.
I never said anything about that.
Okay, hold on.
Robert, don't bring Brad Pitt over for a double team.
Okay, go ahead. You can continue.
You can bring Brad over, sure.
No. Okay.
All I'm saying is, Robert Pattinson, just forget that I'm a loser and I have 2 kids, and let's just be together. Please. That's all I got. I love you, Robert. Even though my brother's name is Robert, I still love you, baby.
Double team her with her brother.
No.
2 Roberts, 1 A-Train, 2 holes, 2 dicks going in and out.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. Turn it off. Turn it off.
But the look on their faces while they go in and out, in and out.
Stop.
Different paces,
Gross.
different holes.
Stop. So disgusting.
What's wrong? I'm trying to help.
All right, it's done. Sorry, Robert. Forget I ever said anything, Robert Pattinson.
Well, here, do you want to just do a normal,
No,
like, regular
it's already
slam
late.
poetry
no,
style?
No, it's ruined. You
Do a
killed it.
slam poetry style.
No.
Just about, like, just speak off the top of your head about what it would be like what you would imagine it would be like if you met him and you guys liked each other. Okay,
but you
and I'll
can't
just,
say
okay, I
anything
won't say anything.
about me having sex with my brother. Can you not say that?
I was just trying to help. I'm sorry. I misread the
Okay.
situation. Do you want like this kind of music maybe?
Sure. Robert Pattinson, if we met at a party or something, or like at a bar, I think we would hit it off because I have a good sense of humor, and I think that you do too, and you're funny. And of course you're cute. I'm not ugly. I'm not a model. I'm no Suki Waterhouse. But what I lack in looks and career and money and a figure, I make up for in my personality for the most part. And I just think we would get along really well. Okay, I'm done. You're being annoying.
Robert, come on over to her house and come on, bring as many friends as you want. Get her in the ass, I'll get her in the car. And then you go downtown, get a homeless guy out of his tent. Then A-Train is there, she's already been.
I'm not.
Over a chair.
Stop.
What?
You're annoying me.
Wait, what are you talking about?
You're annoying me.
I'm just trying to make the
I don't like the way you're
creating
talking
a whole...
about me right now. Like I'm some sort of a whore, sex hole.
No, I'm not.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to make it sound like you're like this is a whole new you. I'm not saying that's the way you are now.
But the reason why Robert and I would get along so well isn't because I'm gonna let anybody fuck me up my ass. It's because we would get along really well.
Okay, here, try it again, and I'll give
No,
you like
I'm not doing it again.
No, listen, it'll be
No, I'm not doing it again.
just no. You don't have to do it again. It'll be just do. You can just talk to him. You know.
I already did, and you've ruined it maybe. Is this my third time, fourth time? You've ruined it. Hello, Robert. I can be from England if you want me to. And I just want to let you know that I do love you a lot. And I think we would be good together. And I think you're cool. And I think we would get along. And that's it.
Are there some places you would want to go with him or anything?
Wherever he wants to go, he could take me. I would love to go to London, to go to Soho, go to Lake Como. I would, if you wanted to go out with me, I would lose 50 pounds easy. And I'd get big giant titties, and then you'd like me.
Why don't you do that now, though? Just in case you meet him.
Lose 50 pounds and get big giant titties?
Yeah.
I could get fat transfer.
Can you transfer some of my fat into you?
No, it doesn't work like that. I have a friend who wants to get fat transfer, and I asked her the same thing, and she said no, it doesn't work. Which doesn't make sense. Why not?
Well, what if I just keep getting fatter? And you get like a super banging body. Mm-hmm. And then, but like if I get, well, because then I'll be like once I'm like so fat.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, that's like a fat guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I feel like I'm in between. Like I'm definitely a fat guy now, but I'm not like.
I see.
That's not my
people
thing.
aren't going to be like, oh, Brendan got fat. They'll just be like, he's fat.
They'll be
And
like,
then they
oh,
won't
that's
talk
like
about it
Fat
anymore.
Joe the rapper or something.
Yeah.
Or like Biggie Smalls, someone where it's like, oh, he's not supposed to be skinny.
Yeah, he's just born. He was born fat, and he's supposed to be fat forever.
Yeah.
But I'll get in good shape for Robert. If you give me hope, honey, if you just send me a sign, Robert Pattinson, that we could be together, and I'll do it, whatever it is you need me to do.
Let's see if we can call him. And then.
There's a story that I don't know if it's true that he said he had a stalker, and then one night he asked the stalker out to dinner because he was bored.
Okay.
And then she stopped stalking him because the date wasn't very fun or something. And I'm like,
Oh, that's funny.
maybe I should stalk him.
Well, let's see. I think I might have a.
But this is what I mean. I'm like, I think that if he met me, we would get along. But he'd have to, you know what would work? If we could somehow get him to sign on to what he thinks is a movie, but it turns out to be that Love is Blind show. And then he and I can get into a pod. I think he would propose to me by the end of the 10 days.
Okay. Here, this says this is his phone number.
And then when he meets me, he'd be like, oh shit. I thought you looked like Suki Waterhouse.
Who's Suki Waterhouse? Is that the girl from True Blood?
His girlfriend. No, her name's Suki, but no, her name's Suki Waterhouse.
The
looks like
character?
Cora.
He's dating the character
No,
from...
he's dating a real girl named Suki Waterhouse, I think. I don't think she's that girl. Do you know who that is, Aaron? She's kind of boring looking to me.
Not a clue.
She just kind of looks like a girl. Like, I don't know. She doesn't look special to me. But, you know, I'm in the camp of I don't think Scarlett Johansson's very pretty, and a lot of people think she's pretty, so... I don't know. Maybe I have a weird thing. Do you like Scarlett Johansson?
I do. Yeah.
It's because she's got big
Because she's
tits.
in superhero movies. That's all. If she wasn't dressed up like Wonder Woman or whatever the hell she does, Aaron wouldn't even know she existed.
Black Widow.
There you go. Case closed.
Aaron, do you like comic books and stuff?
A little bit. I'm not. I don't.
Too
read
much
all of
work. The books are too much work. He prefers the movies.
I never got into comics. I think I kind of was the same way. Like, I'll just wait for the movie to come out, or.
Well, I'll read like the big books where they're all put together, rather than
Getting
and
one.
only if word of mouth, like someone says this is awesome. No,
He looks
I'll
at the
pick it up.
pictures. He doesn't read the book.
Do you read hentai?
No.
Yes. Definitely 100%. Aaron likes to watch octopuses
Tentacles?
have sex
Yeah, tentacles.
with schoolgirls.
What is
Okay,
that?
here you go. This is Robert F. Pattinson. You can talk to him.
Okay. This is Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
Answer the phone, Robert. Your life's about to change. You're about to meet the love of your life.
This is going to be him. All right. Well,
He went out.
Thank you for calling. One moment, please. We'll be right with you.
Should I say I want to talk to Robert Pattinson?
Yeah.
Okay. He went out with that girl, with that singer FKA Twigs. Hi, yes, I'd like to speak to Robert Pattinson, please.
So do you have the agent's name?
I'm not sure what his agent's name is.
Yeah, we can only connect calls if you have an agent's name. This is the agency for the agents only.
Goldberg? Oh.
I'm just going to give a life hack. Buy clothes that are a size too big.
So you get fatter?
No,
you fill 'em out?
so you feel skinny, like you're losing weight.
No, that's what's going to happen. You're just going to get fatter.
No.
Yes. You know how goldfish get as big as the tank you put them in?
Yeah, they'll grow until the sides of their bodies touch the tank. They'll just keep growing.
That's how your body is if you're wearing big clothes.
Well, you were saying that your pants are too big.
Yeah, I know, because I
thought
fucking
maybe
bought
that's
them.
and I thought maybe that's a good
You know what
idea.
it is? I need to wash them.
Oh.
But they're also too big.
What do you mean you need? Why do you say you need to wash them?
Because they haven't been washed in a little while. And I shit myself and I pissed myself in them. So.
Oh, what's a little while?
And then I cummed on them. I don't know. I never wear these pants. They were in my drawer. And I wore them the other night when we went out on a date. Worst date of my life. I left. I snuck out. I said I had to go to the bathroom and I left. Remember?
I remember. I had to call an Uber.
Climbed out the bathroom window.
And then I just met you at home.
Yeah. And I acted like, no. I was like, oh, what? I thought you left. You
Yeah.
bought it too. Hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, you're right.
And I really did. You really did leave first. So, and I saw those pants. I was like, oh, those are some pants that don't fucking hurt when I wear them. Because I'm a fat load. Not for long, though.
Not much longer.
Ancient Chinese secret. I'm going to lose some weight. Ancient Chinese secret.
What was that? It was like
Cow or laundry detergent or something. Calgon? Was that? No. Was it Calgon? I don't know. Let's play. This is, so if you guys don't know, I don't know if I have to tweet these. We have stems for our Pizza Rat song, so you can make your own remix. I posted it in the Discord, and I tweeted it from my at Brendan Walsh account. I don't know where else to post it, but the Patreon people, you can get it on the Discord if you want to make a Pizza Rat remix like this guy did.
Remember pizza, 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 pizza rat, remember pizza rat,
online viral sensation.
remember pizza rat,
You don't remember this?
remember pizza rat, remember pizza rat,
Make it
remember pizza rat, remember pizza rat, remember pizza rat,
Pizza Rat. Remember. Pretty good.
It's hard to say remember.
I like that. I like
That's from Jonathan G.
Nice one, Jonathan G.
So if anybody wants to make their own Pizza Rat remix,
We'll play it.
we'll play it. It's because we're all about the fans here, and we're trying to have a more interactive podcast.
We should do a live one at some point.
What do you mean? A live show, like on a stage?
No, I mean like live streaming.
Nobody cares about that. Yeah, we'll
Really?
do one. We'll do another one. I just stopped paying. Oh, you need a pencil and paper because guess what we're going to do?
No.
Yeah.
I can't find one. I don't know where I could get one. No, that's not it. No, that's a piece of cheese.
Is this a way to put me in a good mood?
You're such a little bitch.
I'm
Honestly.
a big fat bitch, actually.
Like such a whiny baby.
Why?
You get whatever you want. Don't pretend like you want to do the Family Feud game and we're not going to play it. It's your podcast. Of course we're going to do it.
But
I'm
the
just
lack of
teasing you.
enthusiasm.
Isn't that the whole thing now? Is that I don't like this game? Isn't that the
Is that the thing?
Yeah. You're so annoying.
That's
Really
now
irritating
look,
me.
we're fighting. People are complaining about our bickering on the podcast.
Yeah, no shit.
Well,
Aaron, who started this?
Yeah, neck scratcher. Who started this?
Neck scratcher. Who started it?
He's fucking scratching his neck over there. I just
Yeah,
heard
because
it.
you know what? I think
But
maybe
now his
he
mic's off,
scratches,
so
I
he
think
turns it on to
maybe-
scratch his
I
neck.
think maybe he scratches his neck when he's nervous because you're being an ass. Maybe it's like Morse code.
Yeah. I mean, be excited about like every aspect of the podcast.
But I thought the whole bit was that I don't like this stupid game, and you like love it.
That's not a bit. We all love it because it's a great game.
Yeah, it's great. I know.
I'm doing an open call for a new co-host of the World Record Podcast.
That's fine. Just do
it
that.
It has to be someone I know though, and someone who I have a lot of fun doing.
Do it with
stuff
Lizzie Cooperman. You like her better than me.
I could ask Lizzie. I mean, that's going to cut our profits in half.
Yeah, right. Everybody likes Lizzie.
It's going to cut our profits in half.
Oh, because you're going to have to share it with her.
Yeah.
So what?
All right.
It's worth it. Then you don't have to hang out with me.
You could head out now if you want. I'll just finish
Really?
up. Yeah. See?
Shit. I could go catch a movie.
Yeah.
Go see the new Doctor Strange.
We already saw it.
See it again. I don't care.
Saw it on our date day, and I fucking made believe I had to go to the bathroom, went, snuck the fuck out. Remember?
Why do you sneak out of our dates?
Because the date wasn't going well.
How does a date at the movies not go well? You're just watching a movie.
You were breathing real loud, chewing with your mouth open, and you were like talking a lot, and everybody around
So
us.
what? I
You're
like to talk when I'm watching a movie. That's not a big deal.
This was you. You're like,
Oh, who's that? Is that Dr. Strange?
oh shit, what just happened there? I was looking at my phone. What just happened? And everyone around us like, shh.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, sorry, it's okay. Won't happen again. I was like, could you please cut it out? And you were like, what? I'm not doing nothing. Screw these people. Oh shit, look at that. This thing just blew up right on the fucking guy's eyeball out.
I did eat almost a whole bucket of popcorn. It was so good. Fresh as hell.
Hell yeah.
For the full uncut episode, head to patreon.com/World Record Podcast.
World Record!
For the full uncut episode, head to patreon.com/World Record Podcast.
World Record!
Patreon.com/World Record Podcast.